From the endless media scrutiny to the constant travelling to the inevitable family drama, it's probably fair to say that being a royal is no cakewalk. Compared to all that, dining etiquette might not seem like such a huge deal, but the truth is that the royals have a whole heap of dining rules and restrictions that they need to remember. For example, there are a good number of dishes and foods that you'll never see on a royal table. Reportedly, Queen Elizabeth II isn't all that fond of garlic. On a YouTube Q&A, former Buckingham Palace chef Darren McGrady said,
"Are there foods or ingredients the royal family dislike? The Queen doesn't like garlic, Dusty. We could never use it at Buckingham Palace."
The royal garlic ban has been quite well publicised in recent years, with many chefs and commentators suggesting that it's better kept away from the royals anyway. After all, nobody needs bad breath at a royal banquet. Another food you won't be seeing is potatoes, and the Queen tends to stay away from pasta too. Shellfish is another strict no-go, especially when touring, so as to avoid any risk of food poisoning. But it's not all bad. The royal family has a number of avid hunters in its ranks, and so their private dinners often feature game that's been bagged on that very day. Sorry, Bambi. For the royals, though, it's not just what's on the plate that matters, as various family members are expected to keep to certain behavioural rules when dining on official business. It all starts with the napkin, which must be folded in half and placed in the lap. Then, when used to wipe, you're supposed to use the inner part of the cloth in order to keep your clothes clean and hide the stains from your food. Don't worry too much though, since messy foods such as tomato sauces are also banned from the royal table. You shouldn't expect to be chowing down on finger foods anytime soon either. As the Queen's former chef Darren McGrady once told Insider, Her Majesty's Victorian upbringing dictates that the only thing you would pick up and eat with your fingers is afternoon tea. So this means that the Queen eats everything with cutlery, no matter what. Tea is also a vital part of the day for the Queen and her family, and, as you might expect, there's a very specific way to drink it too. Thumb and pointer finger are supposed to be placed on top of your teacup's handle, while the middle finger steadies it at the bottom of the handle. And don't even think about touching the cup itself. That's a real faux pas. And then there's the dress code. No doubt many would stress about what to wear when dining with the Queen, but the truth is it's all pretty simple. Things are kept strictly formal for dinner. And if you're thinking of wearing that new tiara, go right ahead, but only if you're a married woman, since they're the only ones allowed to sport them. During the meal itself, everyone at the dining table must stop eating as soon as the Queen finishes her meal. Additionally, it's not polite to leave the table before the Queen does. Luckily, the Queen is more than aware of this and tends to be considerate to her guests. To that end, she often spends extra time on a small amount of food if she knows that others around her are still eating their meals. So it's unlikely that you'll have to leave without feeling satisfied. There is one telltale sign that the meal is really over though, and that's when the Queen puts her purse on the table. Apparently, that's your 5-minute warning that everything's about to wrap up. But what if you really need to leave the meal before it ends? Are you doomed to be shackled to your table while the Queen finishes pushing that last profiterole around her plate? Well, thankfully not. The requirement is that you simply say, "Excuse me," and then you're free to leave. You'd better have a pretty good excuse though. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about fine dining are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.